What's up, yo? This is Nekoroth and welcome back to the letter.
Hello everyone, Kieran Lebatka here. Once again ready. So fucking happy to be back.
Yeah.
I have missed this game with a passion. I am dying to... It's like those series you get now. It's like, I'm dying to know what happens in this story.
To be fair, and we're getting so close to Becca's chapter. Well, at the end of Becca's chapter anyway. I think so anyway, I can feel it. What was that?
That's your phone.
Was that my phone or was it your phone?
I think my phone just died. It's not silent anyway, but I'll turn it off.
Okay, if you're sure. But, yeah. What was I talking about?
You were happy to be back at the letter?
Definitely.
And we're getting close to the end. We feel that we're getting closer to the end of Rebecca's chapter.
We played it at the end of not last week, but the week before that. So we've not played it for a full week, even though you have seen us play it like throughout the week.
Yeah.
So we've been away for it for quite a while. So we're like, what do we do next? What do we do next? And as you can see here, we're still in front of Luke. We've got a choice to make. I know what choice it would probably like to hear, because it was talking to Kylie and things like that. I think it would appreciate it if we're like, you're good at handling her.
Like, as proud as Rebecca is, I think you can give him just one compliment.
Yeah.
That won't kill you.
Relationships have changed. Oh yeah, someone in the comments said, and you've seen it as well, said that the relationships of the characters can change even when we're not making the choices.
Yeah.
So that's a reason why I would always say like new at the bottom of the relationships, and we look and there's nothing really new. But there is new if you look close enough, apparently. So thank you for pointing that out. There's a big shout out to you. I hope you're enjoying the series so far like we are.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you. I think before we start though, I think we should read the new diary entries.
Oh, diaries.
In your famous Morgan Freeman impression.
It's kind of evolved from a Morgan Freeman voice just to like a narrator voice now.
Aye. But it's nice though. It's nice. And can we just like relish the fact that we have an illustration of Becca like
Of like
just
getting dinked right in his dick.
Aye. Wow. But yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
I bet the artist had a fucking field day drawing that.
Aye, I bet.
Tuesday, October 25th. While lining up to buy dinner, Rebecca saw Kylie Suarez with a suspicious man. Assuming it was a kidnapping, Rebecca elected to take the matters into her own hands, only to find out the man was the girl godfather, Luke Wright. An embarrassed Rebecca apologised afterwards. She did fucking not. She was even like, you're an ass anyway.
Aye. But that's our Becca. She'll probably end up warming up to everyone else eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah. Thanks to us putting her on the right path anyway.
Rebecca found Isabella going through several papers outside her apartment. When the former asked why she didn't come home the other night, the latter confessed that she saw the ghost once again. Before leaving, Isabella assured her friend that she'd find a way out of this mess.
Yeah. And hopefully Isabella's okay. Hopefully we'll see her some other time, because our friendship is beginning to build once again after what happened, early on.
A little spat.
Aye, a little spat if you can call it that. But yeah, shall we move forward?
I do believe so.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
Yeah, sure, I'll go first if you want.
I'll let you go first.
I don't know if we said this last time, but, it doesn't matter. We'll say it
Can't hurt to review.
He's childish enough for that, even if what I'm about to say are just mere honest observations.
We're not handling her, yeah. I think it would like it if we say...
I would say to him, like, you're good at handling her.
Let's check
so
a relationship.
Check something. I'm going to put it on the screen where it is. Mm-hmm. And then we'll see.
Okay, let's see. You're good at handling her. So let's check the relationships now.
Oh.
Did it went back up!
Went
Yay!
Up.
See, I think you'd like that. So here we go.
Well. Regardless of how he reacts, it's not like he'll have an impact on anything between us. I apologise, I've got a bit of a blocked nose, so I might sound a bit...
That's me back with my hay fever.
I've no plans of getting too friendly with the man, though he might have some good points. Emphasis on might. The best treatment I can hope myself to give him is to stop thinking of him as a sleazy douche. Besides, after seeing that look on him, I figure someone like him can use a little compliment here and there. He probably doesn't get it much, considering how coarse his language can get.
Can't you act a wee bit polite for even a second of your life? It won't kill you.
That's a bit of pot kettle black there again, but...
You'll easily get answers that way, you know? Instead of demanding things from people like a temperamental man-child.
I'll be nice when I want to be, woman. Don't tell me what to do.
And here I was just thinking how you're doing a brilliant job as Kylie's guardian. Was I mistaken?
Was I mistaken? What? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Stop playing dumb. I hate to admit it, but you actually seem to be good with kids. Possibly even better than most of the teachers here. What do you know?
I've expected him just to take it all in, bloat his ego more, and even brag about it. Instead, what I get from him is a sound resembling a squawk. Or maybe that's him choking on his own pride. I can't tell above the hubbub surrounding us. But when I glance at him, only a mortified expression is on his face.
No.
No? You should be proud of yourself. At least there's this one good thing about you. Isn't that nice to hear? Pretty sure not a lot of compliments get thrown around about you, knowing how you
It's a
are.
very strange reaction.
Aye, to be fair.
You're good with
There
kids.
are a lot of good things about me, Daisy.
My money.
My hair, for one. There's also my extraordinary good looks. Wax lyrical about those all you want. I'd be happy to hear it any day. Praise anything about me but that.
What is so repulsive about it? Even Kylie likes you. Shouldn't that tell you anything about yourself?
Kylie is one kid, not even my own. Trust me, you do not want to see me bring a spawn of my own into this world. This will be an abomination.
Is that what you keep telling yourself?
Maybe. Is it any of your business?
No. But if I didn't know any better, I'd say this is because you yourself think you're a little piece of shite and somehow it'll pass on. It doesn't work like that, by the way.
That last remark just came out. There might be a sliver of truth in it, but I shouldn't have phrased it like that. Even from my own standards, or the kind of person I'm talking to, it's still quite rude.
To be fair.
You're no kidding on, woman!
Aye.
An apology is already in my throat. But the minute I open my mouth, all of what I prepared to myself to say dissipates. Lost in the moment in front of me. He has turned gaze outside, staring at some point past the buildings, blocking the view of the sky, equally lost in his thoughts. I'm quite surprised how self-deprecating he was there.
Yeah.
He's a vexing man under so many standards. However, in this moment, the morning light streaming from the window lends his features a certain air. Softer, less severe than what he often flaunts. I might as well be looking at a different man. There's a tender note in his voice when he finds it. The words muttered under his breath, not intended for anyone but himself. Nevertheless, it reaches my ears, unintentional as it may be.
You're right. She deserves someone far better than me.
Oh, no.
All that talk about self-worth makes some sense now. It isn't some profound knowledge he pulled out of his arse. It's come about because he's already been there, likely stuck in the middle of it. Preaching about your own personal experience is easier after all. Less room for mistakes. More for a dose of self-loathing. What a complicated man. Just when you thought you've already figured him out, he does one thing and says the other. I know! That's us!
Yeah.
He's an arsehole. Oh, he's good. Oh no, he's racist. He's an arsehole
To
again.
be fair, I'm conflicted.
People like him are the most difficult to gauge, far harder to understand. Yet, it might be exactly for this reason why some are so easily charmed by him. Like those faceless people back there.
Yeah.
It's the mystery that catches them, of wanting to find out what's underneath that bravado. That was a thing there, it said what underneath, it should be what.
Mm-hmm.
I won't count myself among those, yet his winning personality isn't exactly my cup of tea. But sometimes, once you get a glimpse of what's beyond the machismo, empathising with the man isn't such a steep hill to climb. If the comfortable silence we now share tells anything, that is, perhaps this is as close to friendship as we can get. Several insults flung around with a few shared silences in between, and that's not exactly a bad thing. He's not exactly a bad guy either, despite the awkward start we've had. Maybe it's for this reason that I can't resist throwing in a little comment to lift his mood before leaving him.
You know, Luke, you're not such a bad person.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? I'm touched, Daisy.
Take it how you will, but a little attitude change would help. A lot.
Ah, bollocks. Right, of course. Let me know when you're done with your lecture, ma'am.
And you can probably start by not leaving your wife out while you're having some quality time with your goddaughter. Who knows? Maybe that'll help change how the child sees her.
Where did you even get the idea I'm leaving my wife out? Have you ever even met?
Yes.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Future.
But later. Soon enough.
No, but I did see her with you two last time.
Oh.
His indifferent expression quickly dissolves into a confused scowl, while I meet it with matching perplexity.
Because that wasn't her in the car.
Takako.
Here's the thing. Are we sure it's definitely Takako though?
Well, I'm just guessing.
I don't know.
It was just when she said Takako and her friend was scared of Takako. Like, I
Yeah.
have no idea one way or the other. That's just my guess.
Yeah, but yeah. Main thing is that definitely wasn't Hannah in that car.
It was the spooky bitch.
It was the pale bitch.
Aye.
It was the pale bitch.
Oh!
But let's move on.
Getting a case of the vapours here. Oh, it's only been 2 days. Surely his memory isn't that bad.
What? When was this?
At the cafe, after you
And
left.
the cafe.
She was sitting right beside you. Kylie was at the back and you were driving.
Daisy, are you sure you haven't accidentally hit yourself with your own book? Because that damn thing's quite thick, and I'm really getting worried about you.
Thick.
It has only been a few days, and concussions can be dangerous. I suggest you have that
Why have you
checked.
turned into Rebecca?
To be fair,
Well, you asked. I just answered.
maybe it's just because we've been nice to him. Who knows?
It's pretty rude to make her wait like that, by the way.
How can I make her wait when she's not even with us?
What?
It was just Kylie and I that night.
Now you're just pulling my leg.
You're pulling my pissery. Luke exhales, long and drawn out, his impatience rapidly changing the companionable air around us. In the face of it, I tense. I've accidentally stepped into another minefield. Any chat I've had with him so far has been like this. Why this still surprises me, it escapes me. But above my worries of offending the man is my own bewilderment. I remember well enough what I saw that night, yet he says something completely different.
Wifey was out with Kylie's mummy that night. She wasn't with us. How do you think I ended up on babysitting duty?
But in the front seat. And Kylie's... Miss Pink!
Oh, what's going on? What's happened?
Kylie's sobs reach my ears first, and then her familiar weight returns around my waist again. Hot tears seep through my blouse as she buries her face in it, her arms winding tightly around me. Luke and I briefly exchange worried glances, his own lips shut tight with concern. Her cries are soft enough not to attract much attention. Most of the visitors have been ushered inside the rooms by now anyway. Those that still linger, though, watch our little group with great interest and concern. If I don't get a better handle of the situation, I have a feeling Luke will start yelling at everyone soon. Kneeling, I gently pull the girl away from me, cupping her face and wiping away tears, creating little trails on her cheeks. Mouth is drawn in a miserable pout when she peers up at me.
All right, Kylie. Calm down. What happened? It's my friend.
That's a little too vague, Munchkin.
Let her speak, Luke. Who is it, Kylie?
Hold your wee dickhead.
Melody? Or was it the other one? Yeah. Did the two of you fight?
Oh.
She nods, then immediately clams up after, letting her sobs communicate the story instead, or as much as her shaking shoulders can tell me. Right behind me, Luke gives a nervous huff while he shifts on his feet. He must not be used to handling children crying. What a prick! What a wuss.
Sweetie, I won't be able to help you if you don't tell me what happened.
Seconds pass before she responds again. The tears are already gone when she finally musters the strength to talk. So I'll do that again. The tears are already gone when she finally musters the strength to talk, her cries subsiding to mere sniffles.
I wanted to give her the rest of the jelly babies, but she won't come out.
Where? Where is she?
In the little girl's room.
Is she still there?
She won't say what's wrong. I kept asking her, but she told me to go away. Career day's going to start soon. I saw the prizes Miss Alice will give us for good. She's gonna miss it.
Is that what you told her?
Yeah, she won't listen. She won't even take the jelly babies. After I saved it for her, too. Tio Luke wanted to eat the red ones, but I told him it's not for him. Miss Pink, can you talk to her? Tell her to come out, and I'm really upset with her.
Ah. Just a little childish argument then. Times like this, I'm glad I teach teenagers mature enough for petty squabbles. I was been in high school. Mature was not the word I would describe some of the shit you would argue over there.
No.
Did you steal my rubber? No! And then they would start punching each other.
To be fair, that's always the case.
I do love being around children and won't mind having one or two of my own in the future, but it takes a whole different level of patience to teach several of them. I honestly admire my colleagues who willingly took the challenge. Normally, I'll leave this for their homeroom teachers to fix, but I can't just ignore the imploring look she shoots me. That's another weakness I'll have to steel myself against before I ever think of having one of my own. For now, I give in to it.
Okay. Tell me where she is, sweetie.
Sighing, I stand up and gesture for her to lead the way. Luke trails quietly behind us. Even with the small distance in between, his apprehension is palpable, understandably so. No one wants to be caught in the middle of a children's spat. But in the end, this is all just a part of my job. I can't just shy away from it, can I? Kylie escorts us to an adjacent hall. At this hour, the corridors and the rooms lining its sides are empty. Save for the gentle rustling of leaves, the twittering of birds outside, and the tapping of our foot against the floor, the whole area stays eerily quiet. Not unusual though. This is the part of the building reserved for club activities at the end of the school day, and with the rest of the school busy with another event, it's only natural for it to be deserted. Come afternoon, right after class, it'll once again be filled with people. For the time being, I focus on the toilets at the far end, heading straight for it. Luke stays behind, opting to wait for the end of this drama instead, obviously not wanting to deal with another person's kid. Meanwhile, Kylie follows right after me, unusually silent as we approach the ladies' room. Sometime before we made the turn down the hallway, she stopped sniffling and started singing a tune under her breath.
London Bridge is falling down,
No.
falling down.
No,
London
no,
Bridge
no,
is
no,
falling
no.
down, my fair lady.
This is what she was singing when Zach approached her.
Probably to brace or calm herself. Or maybe this is her way of preparing to pull her friend out of her sulk.
Probably.
Oh, probably, aye.
Aye.
It certainly reminds me of another person.
Who?
I made no remarks on it, however. It's all part of growing up, they say. Let her learn. But let her learn not to sing. The door's slightly ajar when we get to it, and from inside, the sobs of a girl echo weakly, barely audible even in this kind of hush. Turns out Kylie's not the only one upset about this. That's not a little girl.
That's not a little girl.
Despite the situation, a smile forms on my lips as I call out to a friend.
That's a grown woman. Oh God.
Hello? Hello there? You're Kylie's friend, aren't you? Melody, is it? She's looking for you.
Children can be so amusing sometimes. Granted, they can be exasperating, especially around this age, but the endearing things about them outweigh those. All you need is enough level of patience.
Career day's about to start, too. You'll have to come out, or you're going to be really late for it. Miss Alice won't be happy if one of her kids isn't there. I heard she brought little gifts for everyone who'll behave. Don't you want to receive one?
However, her cries show no signs of abating. They only grow louder. Not close to a wail. Alarming regardless.
Are you okay?
I'm scared.
From where I'm standing, it sounds almost like she's in some kind of pain. And it's not impossible. They do that at times, hiding what ails them for fear of a reprimand. If it's like that, coaxing her out might be useless. It also makes sense why she chose the loo furthest from the classroom. Wasting no time, I gesture for Kylie to wait and amble towards the door, calmly, so I don't alarm her. At the same time, a distinct sense of déjà vu hits me. I've been in this position before, behind a door with someone crying on the other side, my calls ignored as their cries grow into a wail. Just this past week, actually. Even so, being in the same situation before doesn't bring any comfort. I'm putting up for the child beside me. It's a thick undercurrent. I'm putting up for the child beside me as the thick undercurrent of worry trickling into my stomach.
Just a week ago?
Isabella, maybe? No, or maybe somebody. No, I'm kind of thinking.
That's strange. We'll need to keep note of that, won't we? Oh shit! It's the door.
I take one last breath and then I nudge open the door. It all happens in the span of a second. I don't make it past 2 steps into the room. Her cries abruptly stop.
Of course.
Light footsteps shuffle behind me, coming to a halt at the door. My heart skips a beat, and when I turn...
Kylie?
God. Look at her. That girl ain't so sweet anymore.
This is why I don't give children fucking jelly babies!
They turn into cannibals.
Miss Pink? Miss Pink? Why didn't you help her?
I'm actually working on it right now, doll. If you can fuck off for another minute or so. My whole body becomes motionless at the sight of her. Words catching in my throat and heart pounding rapidly against my chest. This is Kylie. I'm sure of it. Yet nothing in the manner she speaks, or the way she tilts her head in question, carries the youthful, innocent vibe she always brings with her. As if I'm merely looking at a dead, hollow imitation of the child.
Can't you hear her? She's asking for your help.
But it's not those that trigger a memory. It's those chilling eyes, calling, beckoning.
Why won't you listen to her?
Oh.
All at once, the memory returns to me. A tide that has receded and now returns to shore with an overwhelming force, carrying images of a single moment from days ago, of a world passing by in a blur, and of features I could barely discern under the little light there was. Not even a week has passed. And this minute, while I keep my eyes trained on the child before me, they return with such unbearable clarity. There are no horrid wounds this time. No blood streaming down a pale face, thank heavens. Just lips contorted into a small, twisted smile. They brim with venom I've never expected to ever see in a child, sending tiny pinpricks of dread crawling up my limbs and winding up in my neck.
Oh. Dialogue's missing. I'll need to make sure I point that
You're a
out.
bad person. People like you deserve to die.
I'm scared.
I can't breathe.
Oh god, it's going dark.
Those whispers and laughters again. Judging. Mocking. Taunting. Each scathing word ringing sharp and true against my ears. My throat closes in.
Oh, why am I expecting a QTE?
My whole body tenses. A chill settles at the tip of my fingers, every digit got rigid from the cold. With every single draw of breath, any struggle for air or freedom, the coils wrapped around my body tight, dragging me down. A gradual, torturous descent into another bottomless abyss. On and on and on, until I lose touch with myself and the world.
Help me.
Oh no, this is too familiar. What's going on?
Until darkness claims me, and, unexpectedly, a note. In the distance, harsh and piercing, cutting through the thick stupor and shattering the haze without warning.
This is what happened to
Are
Hannah.
you ladies done with your business here? I don't have all morning to wait for you two.
My eyes snap open, and the world shifts into place with a ragged gasp. When I glance up, a different set of eyes greet me.
Are you okay, Miss Pink?
She just walks up and punches her. No anger. No vile hatred in them. Just plain, sincere concern. Bit by bit, I become aware of my surroundings and myself as warmth steadily slips back into me. I've reached out for the nearby counter to steady myself at some point, and my knuckles have gone white with how rigid my grip on it is. It's over now, yet the tension hasn't left my body. My heart still hammers hard against my chest in an erratic rhythm, and my breathing still comes in short, shallow bursts. Before me, Kylie fumbles with her hands, utterly unsure of what to do to an adult in what's probably a laughable state.
Did you get sick? I'll call Tio, okay? Just stay here and don't move.
No. No need. Just leave me alone.
Tio will know how to fix you. Oh, wait, okay?
I wish I could speak reassurances to her, but I can't shake it off. The dread is there, twisting at my insides in anticipation. Of what? I'm no longer sure. Pushing myself off the counter, I break off into a run. Brushing off the anxious look Kylie gives me when I gently push her away on my way out, or the furrow on Luke's brows when I stumble into him outside. Whatever they both saw on my face, I care not to know. Bloody hell, I don't even understand what's happening anymore.
Oh, wow. That's us like half an hour in. So, do you want me to take over? Give your nose a wee break. Oh my god.
Don't worry, you can edit that out. I'm keeping it work.
Okay. Sorry, gas. The tremors continue long after the last of my classes have ended. Although none of my students have commented on it, I've caught a few sharing anxious glances every time a pen slips from my hand, or my shoulder tenses whenever called. How unusual it must be for them to see the normally composed Miss Gales become a bundle of nerves. Even the most boisterous ones have given me less grief today. You'd think being on my fourth cup of tea would provide a sort of any sort of comfort. Wonder what kind of tea that is actually.
Well, better get blazing.
Oh my god. That does look rather questionable.
Well, it is like she was like, Rebecca. Oh, come in, darling.
It's medicinal. Or is this the fifth?
Is this my fourth joint? Or is this my fifth?
Egad, why does counting matter now?
Egad.
The fact that I can't easily shake it off this time should tell me something. The last time this happened, I passed it off as some lapse in my part, after having been sick the week before.
And it is a natural conclusion.
Those are just stories. A centuries-old lore passed by the locals to keep children in line. What place doesn't have those? One of my dad's books even went as far as to describe them as a strong part of Isabella's culture. Tree giants, women who feed on unborn children straight from a mother's womb, Penangolin, I can't remember what those creatures are called, or hell, there's even that story about a demon baby. All folklore that never had a smidgen of truth in it, most probably told to scare off the natives they are back in their old days. Much like every other one in every other place, the world is more universal than people care to think. But looking at it from where I'm standing now, after staring right into the eyes that a woman, after all the things I've been hearing and feeling, perhaps there's really more to that bloody letter than some awful Halloween prank.
Perhaps Isabella's right all along.
Oh wow, changing our tune. A terrible thing, if true. Though, that thought doesn't linger long, thankfully. Soon, the ringing of my mobile takes my attention away from it. Marianne McCarth. An unfamiliar name flashes before me once the screen lights up, and my brows knit together. Oh, they've spoken by now. In the library, Marianne McCulloch. Staring hard at the screen, I try to remember when I've entered this person on my contacts list. It takes a moment, but when it clicks, my eyes zeroed in on the book lying wide on my table.
Thank you for the selection. I fucked someone in the head over.
Could this be the same book? Quite possibly. Loaned out from the library almost a week ago. I met the woman there by sheer coincidence. A fellow history bluff, apparently. We were after the same book, but in the end, she'd given it to me, under the condition that I call her once I'm done.
You finished with that book yet?
To be honest, I've completely forgotten about it until now, and, well, I haven't really taken a peek at it until today. Normally, I'd be done with the whole volume of this size a few days after taking it out. About 1 or 2, depending on how busy I am. But finding a chance to sit down and read, though, it has been more difficult lately than I anticipated. One moment I'm busy simply grading worksheets, attending a movie premiere the next, then someone suddenly inviting me out for one reason or another.
Oh, still updated.
Days later, a friend stops showing up in her flat, right after worrying reports pop up in the local news. There simply isn't enough time to breathe and get a grip on things. I've been flipping through the pages of the said book moments ago, though never really reading anything and merely hoping for a distraction. To no avail. My phone gives out another ring, and this time I do not hesitate to answer.
Marianne?
Hello! Here I was starting to wonder if it was a bad time to call.
It is, goodbye.
I think that's Marianne's theme playing now. What's it called?
Tobler's.
Mint and Tobler's. Aye, Mint and Tobler's.
Is it?
No, not at all. I dismissed my last class a few minutes ago. I'm pretty much free for the rest of the afternoon. Unless something comes up. Is this about last time? The book?
Kind of a funny thing to say. You're like, well, I should be free, unless I'm not.
Not really. I was hoping to ask you about some other thing.
Oh, sure. What about?
You grew up in this city, didn't you?
It's a peculiar question to ask someone you've just met, but I answer her nevertheless. I'm more curious where she's heading with this by starting with that.
Born and raised, 3rd generation migrant. Why do you ask?
So, you must be familiar with the local lore. The, stories?
Quite. If I'm going to teach about history, I'd like to think I am, yeah? But a family friend would be a better person to ask. If you want, I can contact him for you.
No, let's just keep this thing between us, okay? It's nothing too big. Alright. I really don't know how else to put this without sounding a bit crazy. But things have been really, odd.
She's been seeing shit.
Do you remember the mansion I mentioned back when we met? My current project?
In hindsight, I should have expected it would lead to this. She must not have lived here long if she's just asking about this now. It didn't take a week with Isabella when she arrived, but that's Isabella, superstitious down to the last hair. Though, it won't be too far off to think Marianne has only started thinking about this recently. She's working on the damn house itself! I must admit, even I'm curious now, despite living here for so many years and having so many chances to look it up before.
The Ermengarde mansion, yes?
Yes, that one. And, the thing is... Oh dear, this is a bad idea. You know what? Just forget I ever called you about this.
The thing is that she's usually, up to this point, she was like professional and, you know, she kept things like short and sweet.
You can tell how rattled she is.
Aye, she's rattled to the fucking bone. It must have been the sunny weather. It's making me sick and I see stupid things.
Must have been the sunny weather. It's making me sick and see stupid things.
See. But, yeah, I will report that too, of course. See things?
No, wait. It's alright, I don't mind.
There's a moment's pause before she responds again. She's right in that. This is a silly thing to talk about, especially between what I assume two people who are pretty grounded on their beliefs with regards to these things. I won't blame her if she hesitates.
I can't believe I'm asking you about this.
It's fine. Why don't you just think of it as some form of research?
Well, alright. But after this, we're going to forget we ever had this talk.
My lips will be sealed. Now, what is it about the mansion?
Just, what do you know about it? The general gist. The place's past. What happened to the owners? Anything you can give me.
Let's see. To start off,
I do my best to give her a concise summary from the time the house was commissioned 400 years ago and who had built it, up to the point it got deserted after the last heir's death, and the death was passed on the Ermengarde's nearest relatives. Frankly, if it weren't for those urban legends persisting, the house would have already faded into obscurity long ago. Demolished even. These are all nothing she probably... let me try that again. These are all nothing she probably hasn't heard of before. Yet there's dissatisfaction in her tone once I finish.
That's all there really is to it?
as far as I know. There's this little bit I forgot to mention about Lady Charlotte Ermengarde's death, but most of those are just theories. Aside from that, this is really everything we've been teaching all these years. Should there be anything more?
No mention of any other weird stuff? Other crazy stories? Or a letter of some sort?
My blood runs cold. Any warmth and comfort the tea I've drank has given me prior has instantly been drained out of me. The phone creaks softly as my light hold on it turns into a firm grip. The whole letter bullshit is starting to turn it into more than a coincidence.
None that I've heard or read of.
Sure, Jan.
What does a letter have to do with this?
Oh, no. It was just something I came across. Ignore it. Random thoughts, you know? By the way, I need to run. Thanks for answering my questions.
She ends the call abruptly with an open clip goodbye, leaving my mind heavy with even more thoughts. The mood around my classroom has gone considerably denser, in the light of what little I've gleaned from that conversation. I don't think Marianne's lying about her intent. Her interest is genuine. I'd give her that. But she's left a lot of things out. I get the sense she only asked because there's something happening around her too. And if she hadn't mentioned the letter yet, If she hadn't mentioned the letter, I probably would have made the connection.
Just what the hell did we get ourselves into?
A horror story!
You best start believing in ghost stories, Rebecca. You're in one. Of course, there's still a lot of confusing details in this.
Why is my hair pink? Why is Rose's hair green?
Who's the hairdresser? I need to go. All of these are just assumptions. No concrete conclusion to be formed with what we have. And if we want to find out what we're really dealing with, I think Marianne's right. There may be something more to those stories, as absurd as it sounds. The very place that gave us that letter might tell us something beyond what we know. And tomorrow night, I have a few hours of that chance at the housewarming party.
Oh joy.
Oh yeah. Totally not an exciting thought, since the place is privately owned now. I can't just wander around, but it's enough reason to keep the dread at bay as I step out of the room ready to put an end to this day. Oh, hello Luke. However, all those good vibes disappear into thin air when I run headfirst into Luke. Knock him over like bowling balls.
Again, woman!
There's really something in this man. Regardless of how much my opinion of him has changed over the span of a few hours, he simply blasts through every good impression people have on him, without care or thought. He doesn't even need to open his mouth, his mere presence does it. In all honesty, I think he's the kind of guy only a mother can love.
You're still here?
Obviously. Who do you think's standing in front of you?
An ass.
Oh, come on, Daisy, you've done better than that. Losing your touch?
Luke, I don't have time for this. I'm heading home, and your face is the last thing I want to see before I leave. What do you want?
Blatantly, I notice his hand. Partly raised, almost poised for a knock. At a slight lift of an eyebrow, he quickly drops it to his side and turns to Kylie. She's standing a few steps away from him, holding her hands behind her back and toying at something on the floor with the tip of her shoe. Then he proceeds to make vague gestures at me and the child. He resembles a fish, flopping for air with the way he's moving his arms, though I think he's trying to urge her to speak up.
Munchkin, I thought you wanted to tell her something.
You do it, Teal.
This wasn't my idea, darling.
Don't worry. I won't tell Tia what you told me the other day. And this morning.
Luke exhales, rolling his eyes at the ceiling and maybe praying for the universe to grant him more patience. He knows a losing battle when he sees one. He may act worse than a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum at times, but he's no match for an actual child. Nothing better than being served a dose of his own medicine, huh? Once his frustration has been promptly let out, he points a rude finger at me. I do my best to stare Let me try that again. I do my best to stare the offending digit down, but I can already hear the demand before it's even out of his lips.
You, come with us.
Are you a cop?
What makes you think I will?
Because little Rugrat here is upset and worried, and it's your bloody fault. I've no idea what happened this morning, but if you don't come with us, I won't be hearing the end of it from her. So do me a favor, Daisy, and just be glad I'm inviting you.
You're asking for a favor, and you can't be bothered to be polite? I don't know. It's been a really busy day for me. I kind of miss my couch.
Daisy, you just say yes.
A pause follows, almost too dramatic. Afterwards, his face twists into something between a grimace and a smile. As it happens, he appears like he's in a lot of physical pain. You'd think the man is getting an aneurysm by simply being polite.
Please?
Tia said it'll be his treat.
What? I said no such thing, Munchkin. I only agreed to this because you requested it. I'm under no obligation to feed her.
I promise we'll be quiet the next time I visit.
Oh, all right, but just one meal and make it the cheapest.
He and Ashton will get along famously on that department. On a different front, the offer of free dinner does sound enticing, however half-heartedly given it is.
Just imagine they go to like a McDonald's and he's like, I'll have you will have fries, small fries, nothing else, and water.
to be fair, that is something that Luke would do, I'm not going to lie. Mostly because Kylie has wisely put on her puppy eyes, and by the second, I find all my choices slipping away from me.
See, Miss Pink? It'll be fun! You don't have to feel sad anymore, okay?
Oh, well,
My mobile buzzes from my pocket, cutting me mid-sentence, and for a second, I'm spared from the act of giving an answer I'll regret either way. Fishing my gadget out, I wave a hand at him and excuse myself, a disgruntled expression on Luke's face before I turn away. I'd be lying if I say it didn't amuse me. He's as eager to be done with it as I am, but what can I do? Checking, a message from Ashton shows up. Oh, hey Becca, I'll be around Salemwell this evening. Need to meet someone in the area. I might have to drop by yours and Isabella's place after. See ya. Just the usual. Unlike what he does to Zachary, Ashton, you okay? Bless you. Unlike what he does to Zachary, Ashton has the decency to let us know when he's dropping by, or he's in the area for some business. For the way it's phrased, it sounds to be the latter. Either way, bless you. Either way, I'm glad he's at least aware of that boundary. Not that Isabella's ever going to let him leave the building unscathed, but if he ever pulls the same stunt he does with the other man, I cringe to imagine what she'll do to him. Sighing, I slip the gadget back into my pocket. But looking up to see Luke's utter impatience on his face,
Oh, here we go.
I now face a dilemma. A different dilemma. The two of them are still waiting, and knowing the kind of person Luke is, this is already a grand gesture of goodwill coming from him. All to please his godchild. His denials aside, it's easy to tell he's really fond of Kylie from his actions alone. I kinda hate to ruin that.
Well, Daisy, we're waiting here.
Are you serious?
I'm just waiting on it.
On the other hand, there's Ash. His message doesn't exactly imply he's going to wait, or he's expecting me to be there, but there are matters I hope to discuss with him in person, to put it simply. Housewarming party matters. With inviting Isabella out of... With inviting Isabella out of the question, I only have Zachary and Ashton.
And we know that he invited Ashton.
Yeah. Although the former has already made it clear he'll be busy this week. And well, Ashton has been my first choice from the start. To be fair, even if he detests attending gatherings like this, it's company that counts. We could be miserable together, but that's the problem, isn't it? He hates them, and it's very likely his answer will be a flat no. I'd rather not hear that. If by some miracle he agrees to it, he'll probably be sulking the whole party. Not really a tough choice when you put it like that. Still, there we go. Tough choice, but I have to pick one.
Let me save it first then.
I have other things to do, okay, but because Kylie asked, let's save. Oh, I guess for the end of this episode, I guess we'll be forced to choose a choice.
What are you doing that? Are you going to leave as a cliffhanger?
I don't think we'll leave it as a cliffhanger. I think we should choose a choice because we've still got a few more minutes till it's a full hour.
Well, my opinion is...
This forces us to do something, you know what I mean?
My opinion is... I can't say no to Kylie. I can't.
You can't say no to Kylie?
I can't. Like, we've already made her sad, and the fact, like, it's probably physically killing Luke to offer a free meal and to be nice to Rebecca. I do think it would be for the best, because Ashton, we don't even know if Ashton's going to be there.
Aye.
I do believe that we should...
So let's you know what, you're right. Let's check our relationships real quick. We've got Ashton, which has barely been touched. It's way higher than Luke, though.
I know for a fact it's going to get done, probably, because they'll be like, oh, what the hell? You're like, get your in-house, you goddamn popo.
And Luke's is shorter down, but we could probably raise that. Okay, but only because Kylie asked. So let's choose this.
Here we go!
And let's choose...
Went up a lot.
Oh! Ashton's didn't change.
No, Ashton's did not change.
So only Luke's what? Do you think we made a good choice?
Well, because you know for a fact, if he's be like... if Luke doesn't like being told no. And
Aye.
if we told him no, you would have made Kylie upset, which would have doubly made Luke upset.
Which we don't want, because,
Yeah.
you know, we like Kylie. She's nice. She's lovely. She's
And I
adorable.
just noticed Luke is actually really liking you.
Yeah.
Like, as a friend.
She is. She is? I'm still thinking of Kylie, I'm sorry.
Oh, the both do.
But yeah, maybe they'll both like us. Like, she doesn't have a... Kylie doesn't have a relationship bar or whatever.
Yeah, probably
But-
because you only see her to be like... Rebecca probably the only person to get a lot of contact with.
Aye. And, you know, Ashton's hasn't moved none.
Nope.
So, yeah, okay. You know what, we'll end the episode by this wee bit here. If the scene changes, we'll end it there.
Okay.
In the end, it's my own fondness for Kylie that wins out. Chances are, I'll only have to endure his presence for an hour or so. If it lasts more than that, I can make up an excuse. A sudden call from a friend or things to work on.
Yeah, like you can always leave once you're there. It's just the
Yeah.
fact that you've made both people happy.
Yeah. It doesn't seem so bad when I think of the pros and cons. At best, it'll be a quiet dinner. At worst, it'll be an awkward affair we're both eager to be rid of. I'm learning more on the latter happening. Hoping for the former, of course.
Okay, but only because Kylie asked.
Kylie's face instantly lightens up.
There's a happy little
Aw.
face.
Yeah, there's the face with like not the creepy bitch eyes.
Yeah.
not that one. But this is what we like. For the third time today, she tackles me into a hug before pulling away and dragging me by the hand towards the building's exit.
That's alright. I'm sure Teal doesn't mind. He let me pick where we're going to eat. Don't worry, it's just close.
McDonald's. Yang Donald's.
Young Donald?
Yang Donald's, because, you know, copyright and shit like that.
Mobile Donald's.
Mobile Donald's. Okay.
I like you like, yeah, no.
Either or. Luke follows closely behind, and perhaps out of some desire to keep the dead air away, I can resist throwing in a quip.
Keep your distance. You better not do anything funny, you hear?
I'm the one who should keep my distance. May I remind you who approached me first and what you did right after?
He kind of has the point there.
To be fair.
Oh, I remember it clearly. But perhaps it's you who needs a reminder. You seem to have never learned your lesson. Care we give it another try? Maybe this time it'll stick.
Maybe this time it'll stick.
He really is like a Wayne.
You think you're scary? I'll show you what's scaring.
And look at Kaylee, she's amused. To my surprise, his tone lacks the usual sardonic note in it, and briefly I pause to stare at him. He quickly shuts his mouth right after and walks ahead of us. All talk and no trouser like the usual, and for the better part of our walk, except for Kelly's excited chatter, we don't speak. Somehow, I have this strange feeling I'm already getting used to this kind of banter with him.
Oh, he loves it.
Aye, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. And amidst this newfound friendship, dare I call it that, Ashton's message lays forgotten and abandoned in my pocket. I don't like the sound of that.
Hey, one ring of yesterday's message again or phone again, it should be fine.
Even though like our relationship with him didn't.
Well, the way I see it is, he didn't say you have to be here for this. He just kind of went, I might be in the area,
Yeah,
but he never gave a time or anything.
yeah,
So it was inconsiderate of him.
yeah. Even though it didn't go down, at the same time it didn't go up.
Yeah.
And we are wanting to get closer to Ashton. But, yeah, whatever. Oh, new scene. There we go.
Dinner date.
Dinner date. Achievement unlocked. But yeah. I think we should definitely leave this episode here. What do you think?
I would like that very much.
And then the next episode
Great
we
place to
will...
start up again.
Aye. And the next episode we'll definitely check out this date, if we
Yeah.
can call it that. I'm gonna have fun making the the thumbnail for this episode, I know just what I'm going to base it on.
Oh.
The bitch eyes. But yeah, what do you think of that?
Oh, very much looking forward to the next one. And who knew? Opposites attract, apparently. Apparently they're getting quite friendly.
Seems like it.
Let's just hope he stays friendly, because we know he has a bad record of looking for others.
Oh, did you hear that? That's my cat. I think that shows outside. Can you hear him?
But thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for having me, Danny.
You're always welcome.
And it's goodbye from me. See you in the next one, and don't let your men with crabs.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Roll the outro!